Hello everybody, Caden here today with another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're back on the world and I have some things to show you before we get on with today's episode, because believe it or not, once again we're going to be working on the laboratory. Now, I actually took a bit of time to work on it slightly, and mainly just work on some of the interior stuff because, well, I felt like it. I don't know, I was just in a mood to build some interiors. So yeah, anyway, as you can see here, is that still concrete powder or is that lighting? I think that's just lighting because of the half slab. Yeah, anyway, is that? Yeah, it is lighting. I don't know, I can't quite tell. Anyway, as you can see, I added this exterior, I don't know, barricading, one might call it, there. I also lowered the height of this section of the building down to where it's supposed to be, which is good. Anyway, again, like I said, I worked quite a bit on the interior, and if we quickly just go into the building, this is the new view of the entrance. I am pretty happy with this, in all honesty. We got a little thing with some fossils. We have our analyzer room, which is the exact same, except I think I threw some more torches down and threw some concrete in the back wall area there. We have this little area which is going to be like a secretary's desk. What else do we have? Oh, I fixed up some pottery, made some planters, put some vines down. I don't know if I'll keep the vines, but I rather like them. They give a, I don't know, kind of a prehistoric look to this whole thing, and I'm quite a fan of that. So yeah, I like that a lot. What else did I do? Oh, I did a couple more rooms. One of them is this room. Some planters here, two of these glass entrances. I'm going to start doing this over all the doorways in this building because I like how this looks. And then we have this. And this is meant to be where we keep the eggs. And, well, okay, so the thing was I had to come up with a design for a, what do you even call it? What are they called? Incubator kind of thing. Where, you know, we'd keep the eggs until they're ready to hatch. And I don't know, I just figured this would work. Yeah, I mean, we've got glowstone here to act as a quote-unquote heat source. We got some leaves to act as like nesting, I guess. And then the boxes with the eggs. I don't know, it doesn't, I guess, make a ton of sense, but I liked how it looked, especially with shaders. So yeah, that's that. I set up a bit more for the botanical area. I still don't know how I'm going to design this, so that's why it doesn't have much. This is basically the same still. Staircase is the same. Oh, so last episode, you guys remember I said that I was going to think about doing an indoor tank. And I've decided to go through that. So we got a bit of an underwater area. I've based this loosely off the aquarium from one of my last parks. So yeah, I think it's the Orthocanthus exhibit actually, but we'll put some small creatures in here. And then I also made like, I even said I wasn't really gonna do this, but I ended up doing it. I made a little land animal holding pen, so there really isn't much we could put in there. We could put like one Dryosaur maybe? Or a Compy, or I don't know. We can't put much in here. But what I was thinking is this wouldn't be really like an exhibit, but this, whatever animal we end up putting in here, it's probably staying in there. We probably won't be taking it out because, I don't know, it'll be like a little lab pet, you know. Anyway, so up on the second floor, it looks a bit more done, but not much. As you can see, the tank continues up here. It doesn't look very good because of the glare from the above ground light. That'll change once we get a ceiling on this place. I've got culture baths up here. As you can see, most of them broke because that's an annoying feature. And then there's this. This is my DNA storage cold room, like I said I was going to build. Now you'll notice there's a bit of ice here. And I'll just say it straight up, I did cheat the ice in because I don't have a silk touch pickaxe, even though I guess I have 34 levels, so I probably could have gotten one, and I have XP farms as well. But yeah, I just cheated in the ice because I also didn't want to have like to bother getting tons and tons and tons of ice because I don't have a large amount of it in the world left. And I didn't want to screw up with lighting or something and then have it all melt, and then, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's cheated in, and yeah. But in here now, we've got all of our DNA separated into dinosaurs, marine creatures, and Ice Age stuff. Although I guess technically I have the Meganeura, which isn't a marine creature, but you hatch it by putting it in the water. So I feel like it's fine to keep it there. Anyway, we are going to work a bit on the laboratory building itself, just building it up a bit taller. And yeah, but I do quickly want to show off, we actually removed all these things from the, well, the wall, I guess, or the storage room. So I'll set up other things in here now. I do have some more don't need the Dinopedia. I do have some more fossils I've collected. So if we quickly want to run those over and throw them in the analyzers, that will work quite nicely. And then I guess we'll just, probably sleep real quick because it'll probably be nighttime before we can even start building. And yeah, we'll just crack on with that. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. And then 5. And I don't know why I want to separate them out like this, but I do because I feel like it'll, well, I do know it actually does analyze everything faster when I do them in smaller sets of 5 instead of, you know, massive just throwing stacks of stuff in. And we can check this towards the end of the episode to, yeah, see what we got. I actually cleared out the chests as well, and we actually got a DNA already, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. Oh, that does remind me. If we actually head over here, it's this chest, yes. I do actually have the Diplocallus egg. So, hypothetically, if we wanted to, this episode, we could actually put the Diplocallus into the marine air, or the little tank we have. And I have been considering doing that because I think it would be cool to have a little creature just swimming around in here. Also, I'm definitely going to throw a bed in here. The bed we have outside is definitely going to be going in here in some room, some way. Why? Because I need another bed? No, I have like 3 now. In fact, I don't have that many crafting tables everywhere now because since all of my supplies are stored in one area, I haven't really needed more than 1 crafting table now. But beds have become infinitely more annoying to have to run back either to here or inside the house when I'm working on like one project. So I've just kind of like, I don't know, gotten super duper lazy and just gone like, you know what? Let's just not worry about it at all. And do I need glass? I don't think so. I'll take what we have here, but I don't think I need any more. Do I? I don't believe so, because I think what, the windows are supposed to be 3 high, correct? Yeah, they are. That one's 4 high. I think it's 1 more layer. Yeah, I think it's just 1 more layer I do, and then that's it. Because right now the roof is 3, and where is the roof in this area? 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So we need to go up 2 more blocks. So we'll just work away on that. And actually, I really don't need to put all of this here. As also, as you'll notice, there's like a lot of extra just concrete blocks in places. Why? Mostly just because I realized I had a lot of dead space I didn't actually have uses for right now. So I just kind of either boxed it in or threw some extra concrete in to fill up like a 1 or 2 block gap. Or once we get over there, you'll notice I blocked off an entire another, what is it, like ghost room? I actually considered calling it the ghost room because it doesn't have an entrance or exit, but it's a fully like finished off room. Oh, I'm gonna need so much more terracotta. Cause yeah, this thing crosses over to there, and that actually overhangs off that, doesn't it? I think it does. I don't entirely remember anymore. And I don't think I have my reference images up. Let me check. Nope, don't have them on the second monitor, but that's okay, because to be honest. I don't really think I need them at this point. At this point, I kind of know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, like here, we have a ghost room. Why? Because we do, and I can't honestly be bothered to change that. Also, I think we're gonna have this section of the lab actually be a bit lower than the rest of the laboratory, which is gonna go up, you know, another block. I think I'm just gonna have this one be a bit shorter, and the reason for that is mostly just because I think it'll look a bit nicer if I do that. Also, I did fix off the staircase area, because if you'll remember last episode, it didn't look quite right, because the old plan had the stairs in a different place, and I'd kind of forgotten about that when I was building this, so it looked kind of weird. But yeah, I fixed that, which is good. And I really should have done more of a resource run in between episodes, but I didn't think I needed to, so I didn't. And now everything's 3. Actually, I guess I don't. Well, now I've only got like a stack of terracotta left, so realistically, I should throw it over the areas that are more important, such as this area, I think, because this is kind of like the front of the lab, and I want to put the ceiling over the tech stuff, because, yeah. Oh, this is also going to be like this, I think. And this is the last of the terracotta, actually. Wow. Wow, we went through that a lot faster than I was thinking we were. Dang. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing in between episodes this time. I'm gonna go, whoop, dang it. I hate wasting glass like that. But I guess I'm getting more terracotta for next episode. Can I reach that now? Because this is the point where I cap off the windows, but not where the ceiling starts. Because the ceiling starts on the next block, doesn't it? I think so. I don't remember. But let's just throw some more concrete down here, and then we can use it to start filling in. Oh wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, no. So this does come across like that, and then that's really bright. That's like incredibly bright, and we're out of concrete. Okay, so I had far fewer materials than I realized. That's not great, but you know what? It's acceptable. We can get like some of the stone slabs like I had last episode to start putting the ceiling in to get a bit more work done. And then next episode we'll finish off the exterior. If I have any interior I want to work on, I'll work on that. And yeah, well, I guess, what do I talk about now? Because I probably need another topic to discuss than just, okay, we're almost done with the laboratory. That would probably be, I guess, what the next project is, because I've said we're going to work on another creature after this, and I'm thinking it's going to be one of the ones we've already started. I've had a couple suggestions recently, like, oh, do this creature or that creature. Some of those, I think one of them was like a Smilodon. We will eventually get to all those creatures, just not yet. I kind of want to finish off all the exhibits I've started working on currently. So the Brachiosaurs, the Ankylosaurs, Triceratops needs to be finished. What else needs to be done? A few other things, and after that's all done, we can start working on some new exhibits. But until then, we're just gonna focus on finishing what I've already started, because if I don't finish it, it will never be done, and then we'll come back like 100 episodes from now, and there will be like, you know, a barely finished exhibit. Speaking of which, though, I am thinking of redoing the Triceratops exhibit again, and instead of having it be how it currently is, which is, how does it work? Oh, how did I forget how it works? I built the thing, and I've been looking at it again because I wasn't happy with how it looked. I'm thinking of actually, instead of having it be dug in, which I feel is a problem I have now, I dig way too many of the exhibits into the ground. And the reason I do it is because it's convenient, because then I just build like one wall and then a path on top of it, and it's super easy and convenient to do. But I don't think they look the greatest, and to be honest, I feel like it gets kind of boring to look at, so I'm considering changing all of them out. Also, I'm now wondering if I want to actually instead of leaving it like this, actually bump the ceiling up here even another 2 to 3 blocks up. Because that might make it a bit more grand looking, which could be nice. Yeah, I'm actually gonna think about that one. That little idea. Oh, also, so I ran out of time to actually do this today because I was busy with some other stuff and actually preparing for this episode. But I think I might have a new live stream idea because, and this actually kind of combines some of the other things people always ask for whenever I live stream, such as, oh, do like I think one of the most common ones has always been just either play this world or make a creative dinos world and play that. I don't know if those are still things people want to see, but I remember when I used to stream a ton. Was that last summer? I think that was last summer, yeah. People would always ask for those two things, or a summer or two ago, and I would have tried to do that, but I don't know. I was never as interested in either streaming this world or starting up a secondary dinos world. But I think I may have actually found a dinos thing I would be interested in streaming. And this idea is not original because I've actually been I got the idea because I was watching other people do something similar to this, and that was they were taking, I guess, like their original worlds or some of their original builds and then doing like time-lapse rebuilding of them. So, you know, they updated the world to the newest version of Minecraft, and then they'd go in and redo all the builds in their most recent style. Oh, wow. Okay, they must have upped analyzer speed or something, because I never thought they would go this fast before. Anyway, let's see what we got real quick. We have a ton of more terror birds, more Megalania, Megalodon, Dodos, Mammoths, Megaloceros. Now, the one I'm interested in is... No, we still haven't gotten that other amphibian yet. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. Aw. Oh, my inventory's full, so we'll get rid of that stone and that, and we should be good. Why is there stone in my inventory? Oh, that's why. I was like, I completely forgot. It's because I made those slabs, and that always leaves one extra. Anyway, let's chuck in the stuff like Pleurodon, Alligator Gar, Henotis, Tectonic Meganura, and the Megalodon DNA. Honestly, I'm beginning to wonder if I even need to analyze fossils anymore. We've got so much DNA now. For most of the creatures, actually, I know I have a ton of Dinosaurs now, so I can actually do a Dinosaurs exhibit, which would be great. And, well, I guess it's... No, if there's one I really don't need to do anymore, it's this one. Because that's more than enough dodos to get me started. And most of these animals probably won't even have more than 3 or 4. I mean, maybe I'll put 7 Megaloceros in somewhere. But other than that, and I guess the quaggas, but other than those two, most of these creatures I have more than enough for. Dinosaurs, most of these creatures are, again, like 1 to 2. Some of them will have a ton of them in one exhibit. What else is there? There's the marine creatures. 1, and 1. Everything else, though, I'm fine with having larger numbers. Like, I'd like a lot of ichthyes and plesiosaurs, Henotis, Megalograptus, Meganura. Meganura I really do want a lot of, because those will be cool to see. Let's sleep real quick, because it's getting dark and spooky. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Things to stream. So yeah, like I've said before, I don't really like streaming this world, for the main reason of I feel like that would be an episode, but I don't really like to stream episodes because I feel like streaming episodes of a series I'm doing recording-wise kind of messes the things up a bit. Because I do work here that's then like a ton of work on camera, or I'll hatch a new creature, or I'll do something, and then a bunch of people who don't watch the live streams because either they don't have time to watch one, or they just don't like to watch live streams, they then miss maybe the important things that happened, and yeah. What was going... Oh, because that was andesite. There was andesite in my stone bin. Why was there andesite in the stone bin? I don't know. Huh. Well, I guess they look similar enough with my texture pack that I probably just confused the two, and then that's what happened. But yeah, anyway. So like I said, I was watching a ton of people, like, go through and redo their old builds. And I was like, that's actually, you know, a cool idea. I'd like to go through and see some of my old builds and try and redo them, bring them up to my current standard of building. And then I kind of realized I don't actually have any of my original survival worlds, or really any survival worlds that I did back in the day anymore. I think I've deleted most of them, and then I've moved computers several times, so they just don't exist anymore, and I have no way of getting them back because I didn't really save the favorite world seeds I liked or anything like that. I just kind of went with whatever I was doing at the moment. So yeah, I don't have any survival worlds like that I could do, but I did realize I do actually have some dinos worlds. Some old dino worlds that I haven't worked on for... Well, I think the oldest dino world I have is from 2015. So it's a No, there's no... Is that actually from 2015? Give me a sec. I gotta check this. This can't be right. There's no way that video is that old. Maybe like... let's see. It won't even pop up here. I gotta go to like playlists or something. Do I even have a playlist for that series? Oh, I do. Yep, I do. Last episode was published June 14th, 2015. That video is over 4 years old. Holy crap. Well, now I feel really old because how was that 4 years ago? That did not feel like 4 years ago. Wow. Wow, that's... Wait, so how long have I been running this? I've been doing... Oh my... No way. No. Wait, so does that mean this October, I'll have had this channel for 7 years? No, that can't be... That's probably actually... I don't like that. That makes me feel old and make me wonder why I haven't done anything to make the channel bigger. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Huh. Well, yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking. I feel old now. I'm gonna stop saying that. Anyway, so I found that old world, and I have actually managed to update it to the latest version of Minecraft with the Fossils and Archeology mod, so 1.12. And I swear I changed that so it wasn't like this. What did I do? Yeah, so I got that world set up, and I fixed all the problems with it. So I have been considering, and if you guys would be interested, let me know in the comments down below, of doing a live stream, or a couple live streams where we go in creative mode, go onto that world, and then update some things. The surprising thing was, for something I guess that old, because I mean I knew the world was old, and it didn't really, my building had gotten a lot better since then. I mean, if you look at most of the exhibit designs and the terraforming I did, most of them are actually like awful. There's not a ton of color variants. There's not a ton of like different textures, different designs going on in walls or fences. In fact, most of the fences are just actual like that fence going across with no like dividers or anything, and they all look really bland and boring. And all the exhibits are practically flat as well. I mean, I'm not really hyping it up, but I mean that's also the thing. It's like it's old, so I think it'd be cool to go in there now and just see if I can update it to make it look super modern, I guess, and a lot more like the new stuff I've been doing. There is one thing though I will say I do like about that old park though, that I actually like better about this, and that was just how everything kind of flowed into each other. And believe it or not, people, back then I actually did exhibits with multiple dinosaurs in them. Super often. I think about every exhibit had more than one creature in it, except for the carnivore ones. But there'd be exhibits where I took like one hill or something and I built 4 exhibits that were all connected to each other up there. I had ones where they had tunnels interconnecting them and all that kind of stuff. Like, I did some cool things back then that I never really updated. And I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely actually going to go back through some of my old world, the few worlds I have left from a few years ago, and just see if there's any new building stuff I can bring back. I mean, I did base this laboratory somewhat off of the old one I had, although I'd say this one looks about 9 billion times better. Because, I mean, look at this. I mean, I don't think it's as big as the old lab I'd made, but it certainly is far more interesting looking, and I actually put stuff in it, so it's not just a giant empty space. Each room has stuff, and I'm going to decorate all these rooms up, get them looking super nice and working smoothly, and it'll be great. Oh, that actually brings me... I meant to say this, like, super early on, because that's why I was talking about projects. What is it? So, as you guys know, like, we're almost done with the lab. Next episode, we should be able to finish the laboratory off, and we can go work on finishing the dinosaur exhibits I need to finish. I've been trying to think, after this building and the next couple of exhibits, what do I want to work on next? Because the lab was one of the builds I said I probably need to get done. Excuse me. We need to do the lab, and then we needed to do things like an aviary, an aquarium, better pathways. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff we actually need to work on. But I was thinking, so we've got all the DNA stuff, we've got all the fossils and archaeology, like dinosaur stuff, now located in one building. Wouldn't it be nice to have all the archaeology stuff now located in one building? And I don't know what I want to do with that, because on one hand, that could be the museum, which would make sense. I mean, a museum definitely has a ton of archaeology stuff, and then we can put skeletons in there as well. But on the other hand, I've kind of realized, at least at this point in the mod, there's not really that much archaeology to do. There really isn't. I mean, what, I could rebuild some of the structures, rebuild like a Mayan weapon shop, or the Aztec weapon shop, or one of the temples or something in the world. And that really wouldn't be that interesting. And there's so few items. I've been considering two things. Either one, not doing a museum at all until however many updates down the road we get a ton more archaeology stuff in the mod. I guess 3 options. And then that's just waiting for the museum until then. Number 2, just not doing a museum at all for, a long time, but instead building, kind of like we have a laboratory and a science museum, doing an archaeology department. So a small building probably around the size of my house, where we'll just put we'll have a sifting section, an archaeology workbench section, a pottery section, figurines, stuff like that. Like a really, really small museum. And then after talking to a friend and actually looking at someone else's designs for a museum, potentially looking for other my third option is potentially building a museum, not like right now. I mean, we're going to work on all the dinosaur stuff and all the new creatures we can get in possibly, and getting all that done for maybe like another 20 episodes or something. I mean, I'd like to start the next project around episode 40, because we're at episode 16 right now, so spend the next 15 to 25 episodes just building up the park, getting more things set in. But around episode 40, I'd like to start another project, because this has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this little break from the dinosaurs to work on this. I don't know why, but it's just been enjoyable. And we'll get the Diplocalyst next episode, because I think instead of putting it in there, I think I'll put coelacanth and stuff in here. I think because we already have water out here, we could build a mini lake or a little like artificial koi pond type thing, and we could put Diplocalyst in there, because I think that might work better. We'll need to sleep soon. Wow, those shadows move fast. Of course, so the sun in this game sets super fast. Oh, that's cool to watch. I really just can't get enough of this building. It's just so cool looking. At least I think it's cool looking. My third option, like I think I said it, was to find other mods. So I don't actually know of any mods that do this. Mainly just because I've never been that interested in the archaeology section of this mod before. But I've considered maybe looking for other mods that add in either, like ancient ruins and stuff like that, or, I guess if you don't do like a biome or a ruin, I guess you do a dimension or something. Basically, some place where we could go and get more artifacts to put in a museum. And I was thinking, like, if we could do something like that, maybe we could set up several divisions of a museum, so we could have, like, I don't know, Vikings, I don't know, ancient Asia, or like, medieval Asia, medieval Europe, ancient Egypt, I guess. I don't really know. But stuff like that I think would be interesting. Actually, I know one of the mods we could use to get the armors and stuff for something very European. That would be the Lord of the Rings mod, because good grief, the amount of stuff in there. Actually, there's a lot of stuff in there that would work really well for a museum. It just really wouldn't. Whoa, that's a bit spooky. It just really wouldn't work well for this world. I need to update this map with the lab in it. I don't know why it's having this bug. It did not have this bug last time. Okay, and now we just pop these back. I think it's the shaders. Why does that? Oh, I was like, why does this look weird? Because I messed around with the hill. Because, oh, this one probably wasn't even in last episode, was it? I made a mega farm. Not really a mega farm. I made some farms out here because I needed food. And yes, we got 3 wheat, carrots, potatoes, horseradish. I don't know what they are. Beets. They're beets, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, also, someone wanted to someone asked me last episode how this fishing farm is made, the AFK fish farm. I mean, if I just quickly go around it, you can kind of see what it is. This is not my design. I did not invent this thing. I believe I watched a tutorial by Xzumavoid. So if you want to learn how to make these things, don't rely on me. Look them up for yourself or from other content creators, because I don't know how to do redstone in the slightest. I can build pretty things, but I cannot build functional things for the most part. Did that look off on the original model, or did I build this wrong? I feel like that's a question I ask far too often, and I'm not sure. I mean, it actually kind of looks cool like that, I think, having a bit of off symmetry, but I'm not sure if it fits quite right. We do have a bit of a problem over here, I'd say, with like these massive white sections with nothing on them. And maybe we'll add like more terracotta there if I can be bothered to get more terracotta. Anyway, I think, oh gosh, my voice. I think we're gonna end the episode here just before I keep rambling. Oh, that is one more thing I should actually talk about. Arc, because we did an Arc episode. Let me know what you guys want to see, if you want to see more of the Arc stuff, because I can definitely do. I know the first episode wasn't great because I didn't quite get the audio mixed right, and I didn't realize that till actually after I posted it. So, yeah. But I can do Arc again if you guys are interested in that. It's not too difficult to. I don't really know what to do in Arc though. That's the problem. Because here, you know, I've got basic objectives. Heck, even in vanilla survival, I have basic objectives to do. There, it's just kind of like tame a dinosaur to tame another dinosaur to tame another dinosaur to tame another dinosaur that I don't really need. So yeah. But let me know if you guys want to see more of that. And I'm gonna finally end the episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed, and see you guys next time.